What up, YouTube? It's your boy Dan, a Lakers fan, and I wanted to drop this video for you guys today. I know it has absolutely nothing to do with the Lakers, but I'm hyped, guys, because we finally got this disturbing, annoying monkey off our backs called Clipper fans. They can't talk to us anymore because it's official. The Clippers window is closing right before our eyes. They lost to the Utah Jazz in their own house, even with Rudy Gobert getting injured in the very first play. So I was very happy to see Joe Johnson come up clutch. If you guys didn't catch that game, check out the highlights. They were great. Joe Johnson, once again, clutch veteran, came up. He hit the game-winning shot at the buzzer to defeat the Clippers, who should be favorites, especially with they were playing in their home court. They have home court advantage in this series. They just lost that, and Rudy Gobert was injured. Hopefully, it's nothing serious and he comes back healthy. But regardless of that, the Jazz took the victory, and I gotta say that they're the better team. Clearly, I'm glad because all I ever hear as a Laker fan is the Clippers yapping, and that annoys me, guys. The Clippers fans are annoying. They've never accomplished anything. They never even get out of the second round, and they're always talking about it's their city. It's like we have banners hanging from our rafters. You guys have selfies. You ignorant pricks. Don't talk to us. You know, you're not on the same level. If you're not gonna come to us respectfully, then don't talk to us at all. I used to think of the Clippers, the little brothers. You know, they're fun to watch when the Lakers aren't there. But ever since they hired Doc Rivers and they started hanging selfies over our banners, I said screw the Clippers. So this is a big screw you to all you Clipper fans. I'm so happy the Utah Jazz are gonna take this series, guaranteed. They're able to do it on the road without Rudy Gobert. Major anchor for them all season long. I'm like 90% sure they're gonna take the series now. And I know it's a long series, and I respect Chris Paul because he's playing his heart out. Oh, and by the way, Laker fans, I was thinking today. I didn't think the Clippers would lose in the first round, but now that seems apparent, and of course, barring any major shift in momentum, you know, anything's possible. If the Cavaliers were able to cheat their way to a 3-1 comeback, then anything's possible, right? But barring any major comebacks, if the Clippers lose in the first round and you're Chris Paul, do you stay with the Clippers or do you look for a new team? And if you're Magic Johnson and you have a point guard like Chris Paul who's 31 or 32, I'm not sure. He's already heading into the last year of his prime, most likely. They start, point guards start heading downhill when they're from like from 33 to 35. It depends. Every player is different, but let's say he has one or two more good years in him. Do you take that shot as a Laker and bring him on to lead the young team? Because Chris Paul could easily. I may hate the Clippers, but I respect some of their players. Chris Paul's one of them. He could easily lead the Lakers back to the playoffs, easily. If you're Magic Johnson, is that a free agent you go after? And do you throw a max contract? I wouldn't throw a max contract at him. I'd give him like a 1 year, $15 million deal if I'm Magic. But, of course, Chris Paul wouldn't accept that, right? Unless he wants to win and he wants to be with a real franchise in LA. But other than that, do you go after a Chris Paul or do you pursue a younger Blake Griffin who can give you a lot of the answers that... And I know it's not a sexy answer. I'm not a big fan of Blake's neither. He's a flopping beast. But at the same time, Blake Griffin's very talented and he has improved his jump shot. He can now stretch it out to the three-point line. His defense is still subpar, but hey, he'd be a big improvement to Julius Randle. Would Magic go after somebody like Blake Griffin? I can see Magic going after somebody like Blake. And if they get bounced out in the first round and Chris Paul goes berserk on his teammates, I can definitely see this team splitting up. So we'd have a higher shot, meaning the Lakers, to land one of these two stars from the Clippers. Which one do you guys prefer? Leave that in the comment section below. Also, I know this is not Laker related, but it could be. The Cavaliers struggled versus the Indiana Pacers. I still expect the Cavs to take that series, but Paul George is putting up a fight. Now, is that going to be enough for him to want to stay? Or, like he said in an interview today, he said he's getting tired of losing in the playoffs. I mean, is that going to force the Pacers' hand to trade him in the summer? And if you're the Lakers, he had a great game today. He showed he could be a leader. He showed he could lead any young team into the playoffs and maybe further beyond. He's truly the definition of a superstar, a two-way superstar. What do you trade for a Paul George? I'm not sure if I would give up the farm for Paul George. I definitely wouldn't touch Ingram. I might trade D'Angelo, but depends what else they ask for after D'Angelo. If it's D'Angelo in the first pick, that's too much. I wouldn't trade the first pick in D'Angelo. Now, if we end up landing a top 3 pick and we get, let's say we end up landing the first overall pick and they want the first pick for Paul George, I would do it because Paul George is an animal. My respect grows for him every time I see him in the playoffs competing. Like, you forget how great this guy is till you see him in the playoffs when it counts. He was the best player on the court today, and his team lost by 1. He should have had the last shot. I don't know what CJ Miles was thinking, hero ball maybe, but it is what it is. Bottom line is, if you're the Lakers, what do you give up for a Paul George? I give up the first pick and Jordan Clarkson and a role player like Tariq Black. I would give that up for Paul George, or a different combination like maybe Julius Randle, the first pick, and I don't know, another role player. So what would you guys give up? Leave that in the comment section. I'm definitely curious to hear your guys' answers. And what playoff game was your favorite today? Mine, anytime the Clippers lose at home, even though the Jazz lost their star center, that put a smile on my face because I can't stand Clipper fans simply because of that. So tell me what you guys thought of today's games. I can't wait for tomorrow's games, the Houston Rockets versus the Boston Celtics. If you guys want to hear more playoff talk, I'm going to drop a video on my other channel tonight. So definitely check out my second channel, Danny's Mixes. I'll leave a link in the description. And hit me up, Laker Nation. I'm very hyped for the summer. That's why I had to make this video. I know it has nothing to do with the Lakers, but it could if moves are made this summer. So you guys heard it here first. This has been Real Dan, a Lakers fan. Catch you guys after the next one.